Hey everyone, what's going on? In today's video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about my digital coloring process. And as we're going through this video, I just wanted to introduce you to my four main characters. You have Lentis in the front, you have Zatch on the left, you have Gon on the right, and then you have Sonya on top. These four will be very close in the very beginning. I won't spoil how or why yet, but just know they will be. I really can't wait, as I've also found out that as of storyboarding, this manga or comic will officially be over 80 pages. So that's really exciting. I can't wait to get started on pages. And in today's video, I really do want to hopefully take you guys' minds off of the things that have been going on recently. Heart does go out to all the people that have been affected by this coronavirus issue lately, and I really hope that in this video I can, if not teach you something, take your mind off of the whole issue for a little bit. And I thank you a lot if you are watching this right now, because it means a lot. Thank you, and I really appreciate you. So as we're going through, just know what I'm using is called the fill method, and the fill method is something I learned from a guy named White Manga. White Manga is an artist that produces his own comic/manga, and I look to him for teachings and also inspiration from time to time. So if you can, definitely check out his channel. Now a couple things with the fill method. As you can see here, I've already been doing it. So what I want to tell you guys about is how to do it more than just showing you guys how I'm doing it. So when you first start, you can see I'm selecting all those areas. Now when you do that, you're going to use a thing called the wand tool. And this is in Clip Studio Paint, by the way, but you can do it in Photoshop too with the selection tool. Now in Clip Studio Paint, you want to use the wand tool, and usually if you're selecting multiple things that are the same color like I did with their robes, you would usually hold shift and click each of those shapes. Or for example with his legs right there, I chose each leg but I held shift as I colored each one. Now when you have the area selected, after that you're simply just going to hit Alt Delete. With whatever color you have selected at the time, it will immediately fill. You just have to have it on the layer below, which is very important because you don't want to fill on the layer that is your line work. So from there, you're going to end up filling it and everything, and from there you want to end up hitting Control D. Now Control D deselects those areas, but that's because when you deselect those areas, you want to make sure that you can color in the parts that you want after that, because if they're still selected, you won't be able to color any other areas besides those areas in that layer. So that's very important. Another thing I want to tell you guys too about the fill method is that if you are going to use the fill method, you want to make sure that you're kind of picking your colors wisely. I know this is kind of a bad example, but desaturated colors are something I recommend a lot. With Gon, you can see his hair is not so desaturated, but that's because that's a specific thing that is in the series. And pretty much with that, I just want to tell you that the fill method is also something that can save you a lot of time, because instead of individually painting each of these areas or maybe hand painting them, you can immediately get the result by learning the method and kind of just doing it over and over. You can see what I'm doing here is I selected Gon's pants, and with Gon I ended up taking his pants and making them shorter because I noticed that they were in the reference. And once I did that, I was able to draw the legs out and then use the fill method on both those legs and give them the proper color and everything. Now, as I'm doing this too, I just want you guys to know that I am still practicing this, so I'm not a master or anything yet, but I have been practicing, so that's why I do want to give you guys some of my advice here today. And I think it's just really cool that you can color characters like this, because when you do want to make your own stuff, I think that if you're going for that anime look, that this can be one of the best and most efficient ways to do that. So definitely give it a shot. If you've got Clip Studio, you can do it right away. If you've got Photoshop, you can do it right away. Just give it a shot. It's really fun. If you guys have any comments too, definitely give me some down below. If you know of any other methods or maybe ways that I can do this better, I'm always up for teaching. I'm still a student and an artist and learning myself, so I never mind hearing any feedback or help. So from here, I also want to talk to you guys about a couple things that I've been considering for the channel. We're going to come back to the coloring method in a second, but with the channel, I've been considering doing possible streams. I just played One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 and it was an amazing game, so I think I'm possibly either going to stream video games on this channel sometime soon, or maybe just art in general. I've been doing the art, but I mean like actually doing live streams, so I hope that I can get that out to you guys, because I think that would be really cool and interactive. And then I'm just really figuring out a lot of stuff with this channel still, because it's still growing and because I just started. So I really appreciate you if you've been sticking around through all the random content. Just know I have been trying to do stuff here and there. My last video was the Sonic animation, which was really cool, and I'm just kind of diving into those mediums as well. Real quick too, getting back to the coloring method, I just wanted to tell you guys, so what I'm doing here is I'm using the lasso fill method in Clip Studio. Now, I think this is a really cool tool in Photoshop, or in Clip Studio, sorry, because if you go into Clip Studio and you select your layer and then you lock it like you would in Photoshop, you can literally use the lasso fill method and draw your shading, if not on the layer, on top. And that's really cool, because once you do that, you don't have to worry essentially about shading in the most perfect way if you're at least able to shade slightly perfect. It's kind of weird. I just made up this method myself. I didn't really learn this from anyone. I just kind of use it because as a means of getting stuff done, it really helps a lot. And then using the lasso fill method with a darker color on these colors already it honestly helps a lot. Like, see how I colored Lentus's hair? When I colored Lentus's hair, it pretty much right there was the fact that I didn't have to go in and make a whole separate layer for that, which was so much easier for me personally. So if you go on a layer, you hit the lock layer button, which you can see I've hit on the right, and then you're going to go down to your lasso fill tool, and then that's when you're going to be able to just select any part of your shape and you just draw the shading. And then once you let go and you complete that shape, it's going to fill your color with that shade. So you can see I'm doing it with Gon's hair too, kind of making small triangles in there, doing it with his blade, trying to get the shadows in so everything looks like it has more form and is more realistic. So it's very new to me. I'm still learning it myself, so please again comment if you have any feedback. I really appreciate you again for watching this video if you have been. I hope I've taught you guys a couple things and been able to take your mind off of the current issues we have going on. It's been a lot of fun to talking to you guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like button, share if you can, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.